Name?
Twiggy.
Do you know her story?
Twiggy's a Pasifino. Jenny probably knows her story better than I do. She came with Maggie, that big quarter horse.
Oh yeah.
And Pasos are carriage horses. They're very sturdy and they're gated, so they do a lot of shows with their, gating. I'm sure she had some not so great things happen to her because she's so nervous. Believe it or not, see how small she is?
Mm-hmm.
These guys, because they have that low slung belly, that's their look. They can carry like a 200-pound rider for quite some distance. And they can pull pretty heavy carriages. So I guess that low slung belly gives them a lot of power. But they have those little bitty legs and they're so cute. And I'm sorry, Miss Twiggy, but you do have a fat peachy belly. Just a whole different look.
So what are you doing today to take care of her?
Well, the first thing we do is curry, which the purpose is to break up all the dirt and sand and also lets us look under for any cuts or nicks. And then after we curry, we'll brush everything that we broke up off the fur. If they eat fast, we'll do the hoofs at some part during that process. If we find any nicks or cuts, we treat them as needed. And then we check their feet, do their mane and tail, and eyes and ears, and just basically really check over them to make sure that out in the pasture hanging out with the other horses they haven't gotten any scrapes or cuts, they don't have any ticks or anything like that. And check them over really good, look at their weight. So it's just a general checkup. Like she's got, this where she broke her nose, so we check that every week, and she has a little bit of a drippy eye, so we'll clean that out if it needs to be. A lot of the horses this time of year the pollen bothers them, but you never want to take anything for granted as far as what you see. And then, we look at it, and then anything that looks at all concerning, we report back to Peter, and he gets the vet out right away if it's something that potentially could be a problem. Okay. She's already starting. Some of the horses get a real thick winter coat, and some don't, but she's starting to shed hers. So later in the spring, we'll take more of that fur off. But right now, because it may be another cold front, I'm just going to let most of it stay until we think it's no more cold weather. She's a little nervous about her teeth. They have to settle her down a little.
Does she have foot issues, or is she just nervous in general?
She's nervous. I'm sure she didn't have the best life. And once she learns to trust you, she'll settle down in a second. Good girl. Come on, I'm just going to do your teeth.
I'm
a combination of calming them, but also letting them know that they're not going to really get away. See how she's ignoring her bucket?
Yeah.
She doesn't want to get her head in her bucket because she can't see what I'm up to. You want a carrot? We can have a carrot.
So we don't know if she was overworked or anything. Okay.
She's going to sit there.
You might.
Her ears are back. She's really paying attention with making sure that what we're doing is okay with her. Come here, dog.
He might have some of that on the website too. I don't know.
Yeah, some of the stories they do. I don't know if they're different. little compared to the big thoroughbreds. But because the feet are one of the most vulnerable spots, we want to really clean them well and make sure there's nothing sore or anything.